This video series is for farmers who are interested in transitioning from conventional farming to organic farming and exploring and learning about the different aspects of organic farming. This will include discussions with organic farmers and their organic system plans, OSP, as every organic farm is different. Larry Stanislav discusses the equipment he prefers to use at his organic farm near Linwood, Nebraska. M&W Dyna Drive.
We got one last implement here that here again I haven't seen before, and so take a few minutes and tell us how you use this.
Okay, this is an M&W Dyna Drive. It's actually another tool that was developed over in Europe, and I can't remember the name of the company. There's something like a Baumgar, but anyway, it's developed in Europe, and what this is a ground-driven rototiller. You see this front row of fingers here, spikes, whatever you want to call it. When you set this into the ground and you pull this machine forward, those fingers are forced into the ground and they rotate as you're moving forward. There's a heavy-duty chain on the end here that drives a second rotor in the back that's running about 2 or 3 times faster. So you've got the front fingers here digging in the ground, and it's more of a, you could say, spooning action or spading action versus a disc or a blade that's undercutting everything. So it's digging up the soil. Then as it's tossed to the back there, the second set of fingers, which are running faster, then kind of chew that up, break it down more. And then on the very back, again, you've got a rolling basket for packing the soil back down. I don't use this as a primary tool. It's only 14 feet wide. What I have found it works well for my operation is, instead of going out and shredding down my corn stalks in the spring, I go out there with this. The corn stalks are dry. If the soil is a little, it's probably on the dry side. I don't want to go out there when it's wet. I will go out there and I will chew up the corn stalks, but it will also disturb a lot of the little winter annuals that have been popping up over the winter. So it sets them back. So what it does 2 things for me. It does a little tillage to set the weeds back, and it breaks up my corn stalks, incorporates them into the soil a little bit. And then later on, I will come by with either the disc or the undercutter, and then finally with the power harrow. So this is a handy little tool to, you could say, replace the use of that flail shredder, plus also doing a little tillage at the same time. It's a very heavy tool. This 14-footer is right at 5,000 pounds. If you get up to a 16-footer, and they do make a 20-footer, you're looking at 6,000 pounds or more. And it does take a little bit of horsepower, about 10 horsepower per foot. So this should take at least 130, 140 horse tractor. And it's heavy, like I said. So, but this does have a place in my operation for working in my corn stalks and so on.
Do you have any problems getting it plugged up or anything like that?
Not so much. Well, if the soil is loose and like right over here where you would be, let's say, overlapping, from the previous pass, you might get a buildup of material, of soil between the fingers here. But then you also have the back fingers going between those fingers, so it's like self-cleaning. But now if you do get into a lot of tall, long lengths of trash, the back rotor will kind of get wrapped up with self. But again, it's still self-cleaning itself so that it doesn't plug up and stop. But there are many times when I do clean out that rear rotor because I can't stand looking at it that way. Yeah. So it works really well, like I say, on these corn stalks. Or if I'm just need a little tillage thing and I don't want to go hook up some of these other things, it works really well on something that, 2, 4, 6 inches tall, in chewing up the soil and getting rid of those.
And you only want to go down 2 to 4
Yeah,
inches.
you're not going very deep. You're not going very deep. No. Again, that's part of my philosophy here on the thing, not to till the soil any deeper than I have to, and this fits in with that goal.
And you generally have pretty good weed control.
Yes. I sometimes wish it was a little bigger, but I got a pretty good deal on this one. And if I would go up, I did rent a 16-footer one time, and that was nice, but I couldn't afford to purchase it, and this one I was able to put in the operation here at a reasonable cost. So.
Funding for this video was provided by the Transition to Organic Partnership Program and produced by Organic Crop Improvement Association, OCIA, Nebraska, chapter members.